Hello, my name is Jennifer and welcome to my speed renovation of my Abandoned Kids Challenge house. We are going to be adding on 2 new bedrooms and essentially completing the extended floor plan. There is a further extended floor plan, but it means adding a basement, which we may or may not do. I'm not really sure whether we'll have the money. It's quite a big, extensive renovation because essentially it's the same size. The basement's the same size as now the full house will be. And I add a little spot there for closets, which was actually kind of in the floor plan, which I forgot to put up there, but it was in the original one. If you go back to the original speed build, this essentially is just what is the extension looks like in there. 2 bedrooms, a shared bathroom, each of them have closets. I made it a bit bigger because I thought it was a little bit small when I sort of used the same scale as I had used previously because it didn't give much room in the bedrooms for anything but the beds and the closets. So that's why I ended up making it 5 grids wide and essentially 5. I think they're 5 by 5, but then you take the closet out. The little bit for the closet, and these are going to be Sylvia and Eric's bedrooms because Brian is going to stay in the loft bedroom upstairs. So the kids get the little extension and that porch ends up becoming closed in, and while it's supposed to be screened, I use windows. But and I put a computer in Sylvia's bedroom right there, but later on it gets moved out because I figured they don't all have their own computers. I kind of like to keep a little bit of a cushion back until I have earned some more money before I spend every little bit of it. And so I only get them one better quality computer. That's why I'd rather just get better quality ones. They tend to not break as much and they give them more fun much quicker. Now that wall tiling I use in there is from the new Jungle Adventures pack, but I actually use the flooring from Spa Day because if you go in a little closer, that has a little bit of an accent color in there that actually matches it. I sort of zoomed in, looked at it, and then went back out, but I cut that out because motion sickness for some people, so I try not to have it moving too much. I realized in the original floor plan that there's actually 3 coverings for the outside. There's sort of like a shingly one, there's more like a siding and the rock, so I ended up going in and changing where the siding was. It was sort of a shingle siding, and I changed it to the closest I could see to the picture that was there. Now this is where I put the walls in, and that I just keep the siding because essentially that's what's on the extension is that little siding, and is supposed to be on some portions of the house, which I did change. I do try and leave stairs there. That is not actually in the original floor plan to have stairs there, but I had stairs going to the garden area, but in the end I end up taking it out just because I wanted to put garlic right at the door, and it just didn't work because I can't put them on stairs, and when I tried to put a little small porch there, it just didn't look very good, so I just took it out. But you'll see that soon there, I think. Yeah, I think I've taken it out. Oh no, I didn't take it out there. What I did is I copied the stairs because I wanted them to be able to get out and go down here into the backyard area, which if I was to make the basement extension, it's a walkout basement, so it would end up being all I'd have to open it to the air and have that sort of be, if I wanted to go with that walkout basement, which I think I would, it would be very high to go down and not that little short step that it is right now. But that's just something that I'll think about in the future. I'm not sure that this Let's Play is going to go on long enough for them to have the money or to even need that space, because I think this is actually pretty big already for the 4 of them. It's pretty good size, because I find as you get bigger houses, it becomes harder and harder to play in, to find where the Sims are and stuff like that. They all get nightstands beside their beds, and she gets her closet finally in her little walk-in closet area too. And I have decided to, I don't know if I should. Oh no, I already gave them the laundry, but what I did is I thought since there was bigger space, I would add one more laundry hamper there. So here, this is supposed to be open and a loft to the main level, but I find when you're playing with the half walls or fences, it doesn't really matter which, they don't go down, so they kind of get in your way. So I decided I would actually close it in with walls, but put the windows in there to sort of represent the fact that it's supposedly open into the area below, just to make it a little bit easier to play in this little space upstairs. And then it also really technically gives Brian more privacy to do that. And then I give him a little desk. So they all have little desks in their bedrooms. Whether they're going to use them, I'm not really sure, because I think they tend to use the downstairs, the table, and stay down there much more. And eventually they may all get computers in their bedrooms. But like I said, for now, it's still in her room, but it will come out. And there you can see I'm giving them little side tables. I give them little small ones. That's actually one of my things I use the most from the bowling stuff pack, is that little side table, because it's small and so it fits in perfectly when you're trying to make a little space, and it's kind of perfect. So here I'm adding a little bit of clutter to the bathroom, and that sink is actually from Jungle Adventures too. And that's where I decide to, there was one of the empathy, like the doctor set, and I moved it into the bedroom. And I put the little glass table there so they're looking out like that nice window. And Brian was sitting and reading. And I wanted to give them more comfortable love seats. So that was what I did there. And I'm putting all those chairs into their family inventory to get them something, again, slightly more comfortable for their dining table. And I decide to move those to the bedroom, the little soft friend, because I get them I think that's a boobaloo, or however you pronounce it. Okay, so obviously, we'll go into live mode. I think that means it's there, and then if you have to replace it, you have to pay some more for it. But, and so there I'm adding a little coffee table and the curfew board, or essentially the family board where they put little notes. And I decide to put a yoga mat and the thing, and I put it's nighttime when I'm doing this, sort of back and forth, and I keep having to put the daylight on so I can see better. So they have a little bit of the ability to learn some wellness skill. And I'm adding just some terrain paints around the the outline of the house, which I had forgotten to do when I did the original build. So I did it in the original build and also in the extension here. And in her room, I move that over because I'm thinking I might give her her own desk, but I haven't done it yet. I don't do that here, but I just make the space for it. And I think because the walls aren't very high, I don't have a lot of room. And that bed gives you the ability to put stuff on the wall, whereas the bed from Vintage Glamour doesn't so much. I like those little trees, and actually they pop quite well against that dark blue of the wall. And they get little calendars by their desks. And then because this is all closed in, I decide to go a little bit with what it's supposed to be an area. There's supposed to be a fireplace there. I grab those couches, love seats, back out of their inventory, even though they're not very comfortable. I figure I may as well reuse them. And then I use the same fireplace on the other side. And I add a railing, which I noticed was missing when I was taking some of the screenshots, and give them a punching bag for the backyard so that if they work on their athletic aspiration, they're already covered. They've got the 2 pieces of athletic equipment, that and the yoga mat. And we're going to end with some screenshots. Now, one thing I noticed and was thinking when I was doing this is that I think I'm going to get them a pet. So let me know whether you think they should get a cat or a dog. I'm kind of leaning towards a cat, because I find them to be a little less work. You don't need to walk them, and you don't need to bathe them, because they bathe themselves, essentially. But I'm open to either, so let me know if you have a preference. I'll put a poll, and you can also comment down below. But that's it for this part. Thanks very much for watching, and we will see you next time. Bye! This has been Jennifer. If you have any comments or suggestions, please leave them below. I'd love to see them. If you liked the video, please leave a like. And if you'd like to see more videos of challenge, let's plays, tutorials, and occasional speed builds, please subscribe if you haven't already done so. Thanks very much.